mean, you could get the dual hand modified and like straight up get like the armor and stuff.
Oh no, I know that, but I mean,
Or are you too heavily expected to light armor or slash unarmored?
No, I'm expecting to medium armor, get at the very least. Well, no, it's more of I'm trying to figure out what kind of monster I want to try and present come this Halloween.
Oh wait, I forgot. I don't need to be away from the screen when I'm washing this rice.
Yeah.
Oh,
anyways, hello, hi everyone. It is I, your tame authorized hunter for hire, 𝓓𝓪𝓷𝓮'𝓼 coming you all today with some Phoenix Wrights and of course our lovely crystalline
spirit that's been awake for 10 minutes.
Crystalline spirit creature, Whaleduck.
The collective collective currently known as Ducky.
The collective crystalline structure that is Ducky.
Yeah. Well, I was going to say half serious though, but just on a comment. There are honestly times where I entertained the thought that me as a person is just a collective. I mean, I suppose that will be the extremity of they them, but yeah, sometimes it definitely feels like me as a person is built up of several individuals that are just sort of collectively working to represent me.
I understand that.
It definitely explains why I start walking in one direction, suddenly decide, no, let's not go that way, abruptly stopped, U-turn, and take a different path. Instead of stopping, thinking it over, then moving.
It's pretty powerful.
Just like, well, control change.
Control switch. Oh god, this is actually a lot louder than I remember.
Honestly, it was. Ironically, the audio on my end was almost perfect, and I can't hear anything anyways.
Why can't you hear anything, Whaleduck?
Well, I can hear things, it's just that it wasn't necessarily... It was the perfect volume for me in these headphones. I can't adjust small things like I can when I'm home. So, like, what do you think, Mr. Wright? Oh, Mr. Phoenix, there we go, that's the thing.
I think the prosecution is just as confused as we are. After
well,
all,
that's bullshit.
The victim was murdered in 2 different places at the same time.
That was Lana. How am I the one to notice that when I'm the one who woke up 50 minutes ago?
Because I still came home from work and my glasses kind of got raised up a bit. And it just
got foggy,
at each of the crime scenes. Exactly, foggy.
Lana?
Good morning, Mr. Wright.
Good morning, indeed.
Good morning, indeed. I apologize for yesterday. I was indisposed. I hope they didn't hold you too long for questioning. Oh, we just finished, actually. I'm used to all-nighters, though.
Like, how'd it go?
It's as Mr. Wright suspects. The police are clueless.
There we go, rice on.
Got my nose. Not very as much, so I struck a plea bargain.
A flea bargain? Like, what even is that?
God damn it! We agreed that if I told them the truth behind this simultaneous murder, they wouldn't seek capital punishment. That's what I mean, Emma.
Lana, don't tell me.
It's right. I'm going to be tried for both crimes at the same time, despite being one person. Much to my regret. I'm as much in the dark about this as they are. This guy.
So,
we found trace evidence of
what happened was that you were first going to be tried for one murder, which was going to be death sentence, but she took a plea bargain for both murders, which means that she got sent life in prison instead.
I know, right? Hi, Astra. We found trace evidence of a certain person in the police department's evidence room. They belong to Officer Jake
I can't read chat right now.
What kind of trace evidence? Blood-stained fingerprints, to be exact.
Thingies.
That's the trump card I have up my sleeve today. You do understand what this means, don't you?
You flipped the bitch.
I'm gonna flip this entire table.
In order to like defend my sister, are you like going to accuse like Mr. Cowboy Marshall Pants?
Damn straight I am. Damn skibbity. You have to play the cards we're dealt. Isn't that right, Mr.
Yeah, come out of nowhere.
Exactly. Like this soda. Do what you have to do, Mr. Wright.
Do what you want, because the pirate is free. God damn it, Phoenix, why are you putting on a hat? You're a lawyer.
Yarg! There's no rules against this in California.
Let's use your butt defense.
Look, if they can have a cowboy officer, we can have a pirate lawyer. Yarg!
If they're gonna have a dog playing basketball, we can do this.
The court is now in session for the trial of Miss Lotta Sky for the second day of the damn row. The defense is ready, Your Honor.
The prosecution is...
I'm afraid you'll have to clarify.
Well, it takes 30 minutes to reach the police department from the prosecution's office. Yeah, the victim, Bruce Goodman, was slain in both places at the same time.
It's not physically possible, is it? Oh, what's more, I hear the victim from the evidence room just disappeared.
The prosecution is fucked, sir. Like, yes, and like, eventually, the body, like, reappeared in the back of Mr. Edgeworth's car.
This is one messed up trial. Hi, Edgeworth.
Like, oh, sorry. One of the duties of my, as a prosecutor, is to present imperial evidence.
Imperial? Holy shit, we're dealing with the king now, Edgeworth?
I
think you mean impartial. I have to defend Darth Vader from the woke people who are trying to accuse him of murder.
No. You have to defend the senator. Oh, the Senate. Sorry.
Worse.
I am the Senate.
That's worse. I have to defend one person who the entire world hates. Impractical evidence.
Today, I will present evidence related to the murder at the police department. In doing so, I believe the way in which we should proceed will reveal itself. That might be a bit too light for Edgeworth. Oh well, let's bring it a bit down. There we go. Edgeworth.
Oh, edgy boy.
That's what sets like Mr. Edgeworth apart. Like, he sounds on top of things. Like, he's totally a top. Like, he can't explain otherwise. Even though like he doesn't even know like what he's getting himself into.
You know,
like, he's so brave.
You know, that feels like a drive-by at me there, Emma. Like, you were complimenting him, you just had to hit me along the way. Yeah, that's supposed to be an admirable trait? Very well, let the trial resume with the second phase. On the day of the trial, what exactly transpired at the police department? Mr. Edgeworth, you may call your first witness of the day to the stand.
For the first victims, the prosecution calls... The suspect of murder occurred at the police department. I noticed some glitching there. That was weird.
Yep. The suspect? You mean the so-called murderer?
The person that I can't fully make justice from where I'm currently standing.
Things are getting wild from the get-go.
I'm not gonna yell as much, sir. Remember about the bullhorns. Will the witness please state his name and... Will the witness please state his name and occupation? Yes, sir. I am Officer Mike Meekins, sir.
You want a house like we said, Whaleduck?
What's up?
Meekins. Oh god, no, my nose is so weird. I was trying to do a Mickey.
Mickey.
Thank you.
I'm Officer Hatsune Miku, sir. And my occupation is, well, the would-be murderer, sir.
Meekins. So you're telling us you're a professional killer?
Sir, it was me. I'm the one who did it. I never killed anyone again, sir. I did warn you.
You did.
You've got to believe me, sir.
Actually, what we'd like to hear from you is...
Sir, I'm what you would call part of the younger generation, sir. In the end, you realize I was just like myself and just trying to do anything else.
Why, Dusty? Why?
Because, Dane, you picked a fight with Meekins, who in the end is Hatsune Miku.
You know, that's fair. That's how Meekins...
Or Hatsune Miku. A person whose actions adults can't possibly comprehend. There we go.
Comprende.
Comprende, my friend, eh?
Please, sir, help me, sir.
Officer Meekins.
Hatsune Meekins.
Officer... Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Give us a report of the crime. Consider that an order. I shall cut your salary, sir.
I'll cut your
yes,
salary.
Yes, sir, as you wish.
I'll cut your salary from not existing to paying me. How do you think I'm able to afford such co-opt ascots? I cut their pay so hard that they start paying me in return for their services. They pay me to work for me.
Oh, right. As a comment from earlier, if you say you're speccing into medium armor, how heavy is that shit?
It's not that heavy, especially once you have a demon arm to help with strength checks. Not to mention, it helps to have an extra dimensional pocket necklace. I guess
it's tungsten lined then.
Yeah, close to it's close to mithril, but without being mithril. You need to get a mithril suit made.
That's the complete opposite of what I said.
No, I know. I'm just saying.
You say this close to mithril and like material, and I said it's tungsten lined, one of the heaviest ones.
I'm talking about how strong it is.
No, I'm talking about weight, because you said medium armor. In that case, I'm counting encumbrance.
Okay, that's fair. I can still at least carry it. I'm just hoping that somehow I can find enough mithril on my way back to Earth.
Hunter for hire, barely able to wear his shirt without a demon arm.
It's not a shirt, it's a full set of armor. Helmet included.
Well, I guess it's in the wash then, anyways. After all, I'm part of the generation to be told what to do, sir.
Well, I mean, the under armor is.
Like, I can't lack like his, like, you can't fault him for lack of enthusiasm. Bah.
Yes, you can, Emma. Yes, you can.
Like, no.
Especially when he ruptures your ears.
Make me.
Officer Meekins, can you not?
Although it's not my normal duty, I was assigned to guard the evidence room that day. I spotted a man on the security screen and rushed into the room. Then I killed him. I was the only one. I was only doing what I was trained to do, sir.
I barged in, aimed my megaphone at it. It turns out it's Hart's gun, see?
So anyway, I started blasting.
It's no wonder why he started blasting. He ruptures all of my eardrums.
And I was suddenly attacked. I fought for my life, then I did it. After that, I passed out until another officer smacked me awake. Right on the lips, sir.
So the victim, Detective Goodman, attacked you? Ah, my ears!
Do unto others before others do unto you. That's the Beacon's family motto, sir.
Eakins, could you stop trying to rupture my eardrums?
Someone already destroyed my ears, so I'm doing this a little bit behind schedule.
I see. There you fainted, and a colleague helped you regain consciousness, and didn't arrest you on the spot, considering the fact you were allowed to walk around for a whole day.
Yes, sir. But he knocked me upside the head, something fierce, sir.
Very well. The defense may begin its cross-examination. What I need here is more info to work with.
That sound didn't always sound like this, sir.
We gotta get the small one-cent ones to open up more. What exactly do you mean when you say you did it?
Oh, I know I'm really into... not really talk, but I'm really into kung fu movies, sir. Like, oh boy. The man just let his guard down for an instant, so I snatched his knife from him.
You took his knife?
I spun him around and performed a disarming blow. I made sure to close my eyes like a man.
Let's see. That's right.
Did I say I knew? His white coat was drenched in a sea of blood, and then... The next thing I knew...
Yes? Yeah, my ear!
They punched me in the face, sir. Well, there's the contradiction right there.
Yeah, I know, right?
Oh, no, wait, no, they did say he died, like, over a time span, never mind.
Yeah, but it's weird. It says that they both are supposed to have died at the same time frame.
Sea of blood.
Yep.
As well.
But what time did you regain consciousness?
No offense, sir, but how am I supposed to know that? I was unconscious.
Oh, right.
According to the report, the officer that woke the witness, it was about 5:30. He hit me. he hit me.
Oh,
right in the head too.
You can take a few more hits. Ah, my ears!
So anyways, I started blasting.
My ear
I woke up crying, kid. I woke up crying tears of blood.
Well, that's nice. I mean, it's nice that you recovered, that is. My eardrums, though.
When I came around, though, I made sure to finish my mission, sir.
Your mission?
To kill the victim, leave no witnesses. Ah, yes, the blue badgers, sir. I returned him to the entrance before things got out of hand.
Oh, we can all rest easy now.
So, like, that's what he was telling us, like, yesterday.
Oh, we need to try and get more details from him. For starters, what was an officer from General Affairs Department doing there in the first place?
Like, right? Like, let's pressure him for, like, all the olive oil that's in his body.
Wait, I mean, we pressed on the last two. That's me, because you work in the General Affairs Department, do you not?
Yes, sir. I'm in charge of hiring new recruits, sir.
Oh god, no wonder why General Affairs is in such disarray. You keep hiring terrible people. That's a scary thought.
Evidence transfer was taking place on the day of the crime. Which means many officers were given special tasks to not ordinarily performed. He was a monkey. I was in charge of guarding the blue badger, sir.
The blue badger?
Yes, sir, the lovely police mascot created by the chief of detectives, sir.
Authority 7?
I was to ensure it was not. I was to ensure it was not broken during the transferal process. That was my sole mission for the day, sir.
I see. Sounds like a very important mission, yes.
After the award ceremony finished, there were so many people running around that I relocated the blue badger to the evidence room.
Oh, so that's why you went to the evidence room.
Please tell us, what did you see when you got there?
You're next to the evidence room. You need an ID card, am I correct?
Precisely, sir. I have one right here around my neck.
So then, your ID number should be listed on here, right? Ah, my ears! Ah!
There it is, I found it. It's this one right here. Right here.
Would you please read us the number?
Yes, sir. Our super special secret number is 49895696. That's my number, sir. Please don't steal it.
Huh? The number 498-9596. The show is being used twice.
Please explain, witness. It's no real mystery, sir.
Yeah, it really isn't. He used it to put the badger in there, and then he used it to go kick some ass. And then get his ass kicked in.
But he wouldn't need to scan it to get out then. The first time was when I relocated the blue badges to the evidence room, sir. The second time was when I went to go get him after things settled down.
Oh, I see. So it was during the second time when...
Yes, sir. When I was spotting the man on the security screen, sir. Ba 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 ba. Make him just doing everything because it's really great.
An hour and a half 4 p.m. Between 4 p.m. and 5:30 p.m. So, glaring contradiction is the fact of he couldn't have been the one to kill him.
Because he was already dead?
Because he was already dead. Because he was already dead, and at that point he would have been in the process of being transferred over to the police department. In which that's when they see her replunge a knife. Not police department, prosecutor's office. So when you were attacked, could you please tell us exactly what happened to you?
It was a knife, sir. A knife! Hey, Meekins, what do you got there? Oh, knife!
Did you hold a knife on you? What happened then?
Well, with me charging at him like that, he sure looked surprised, as I was.
You aren't exactly the kind of person someone would want to run into.
That's when I reacted, sir. I swung my arms like an octopus, struggling to detain him.
Struggling to deny him?
That's how I got this gash on my hand. Like, maybe if you just, like, kept your cool, your hand wouldn't, like, be a shish kebab. When is the blood trickling down my arm, I panicked.
Octopus flailing technique.
The funny thing is, I'm actually working on an octopus pot drawing. I grabbed the man by his collar.
I believe we now have a fairly accurate picture of what happened.
Yes, Your Honor. There's only one thing that remains unclear. Why is this man here?
I know, right?
Was
Why
the
is
man this
here?
officer murdered really the victim?
Not a point. Yes, Officer Meekins.
With regards to that, sir, take a look at this. It was sent to my jail cell. Chief Gant delivered it to me just this morning. Oh, that can't be good.
No, it's not. It might be a fucking promotional advertisement to how it get gains like Chief Gant does.
Also, to be fair, Gant was the one that made the blue badges, so maybe it's promotional material.
What is that videotape? Oh, it says Blue Badger XX, and the last one seems like it's crossed out.
It says Hatsune Miku eats Tokyo.
Oh god, it's supposedly supposed to be 18 hours long. Do we really want to be here for 18 hours?
Can we show this?
Can we show this? It's 18 hours. That would take up the entire trial day.
I mean, he's dead anyways.
Yeah, well, we'll just stream it.
Yes,
we'll stream
sir.
it live for 18 hours.
That absolutely is right, sir. It's absolutely not doctored footage.
Ah!
It contains footage from the evidence cameras in the evidence room of the evidence thing. Bam. What? But I specifically asked if there was such a tape. And I was told that it had mistakenly been erased.
That's quite a mistake.
I just do what I'm told, sir. That's the only thing that I'm good at. Questionable.
Looks like communication department. Looks like communication with the police department is as good as ever. Well then, let's have a look. Show us the video of you 86ing that guy live on television for all to see.
Meekins just holds the VCR just high up in the air. Here it is. I'm showing you again. Please stop using that word, murder, sir. It's so scary.
He holds it high up in the air, puts his fingers in like the little holes, and just projects it from his mouth onto the fucking podium of the judge.
No. He starts spinning around in circles and projects a 360 view of it.
Behold,
behold,
real hologram technology.
I was about to say he becomes the holodeck.
Video of real murder. So what are we getting ourselves into?
It turns out it's just Gant getting on the radio. Get pranked, sir.
I know, right?
It was on.
Yeah, apparently.
So much for saving batteries. Wait, that's reversed?
What do you mean reversed?
Oh, no, wait. It alternates in which hand it's holding up a flag. Never mind.
Yep.
Wait, was that locker already open? Oh gosh, they rendered that in 3D?
Yeah, this is all rendered with 3D.
Oh, wait, right, I forgot. It was the surprise one. That is a shitty camera.
Quite so.
I am a kung fu master.
Well, I believe we're all thinking the same thing. How do we deal with these unsettling feelings stirred within us?
What the hell is a wiggling piece of plywood? Sir, that's a pride and joy of the entire criminal affairs department, sir. The Blue Badger, sir.
Why am I not surprised this isn't going smoothly? Alright, hang on a sec. Yes, well, anyway.
Hey, have this cookie. Yeah, you checked to see if the locker was open as well.
Yeah, it doesn't look like
It's
it was
not.
already open.
Oh yes, there's a light. There's a light on it. There's a light on top of it.
Wait. What? Really?
There's some light. Check the little plaque on the top of it. It's lit. It's lit up.
It is.
I do believe that indicates. I do believe that indicates it being open.
I was also mainly checking for the locker on the far left, because that just meant that this man's little costume definitely just shows who it is. This tape seems to prove that the witness didn't encounter someone in the evidence room, and some sort of activity did take place.
Your Honor, instead of relying on clearly incompetent footage, the witness's testimony will suffice. If that's all right with you, Officer Miku. I can think of anything. I got so excited that I couldn't think of anything. Yes, sir, as you wish, sir.
That's usually what happens. Mystery Man.
You get so excited, you explode. His face wasn't clearly seen in the video. There is no question that that person is Detective Goodman that I don't know. I must sing to the world. Anyways, I mean, he opened the locker, which required Detective Goodman's fingerprints, lol. I honestly read to do as lol, so I just went with that.
I'm well aware.
The locker he opened is unquestionably Detective Goodman's locker.
My ears!
Kill almost successful. So it must be him. No one else could have unlocked it, sir. Ba 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 ba. For each detective has been given a locker equipped with a fingerprint-activated lock. These locks ensure no one can open the lockers, save the detective it belongs to.
Intriguing. That would mean the victim at the crime scene would have to have been Detective Goodman. Very well. The defense may begin its cross-examination. This cross-examination will lead, and everything begins with contradictions. So that's where we have to start. And obviously the first contradiction that we have is the locker itself.
Sawarudo! Sawarudo! Josuke! Wait, Josuke? Jojo!
What do you think about this witness statement? God damn it.
I'm sorry, Mr. Wright, but you're bullshit.
I mean, I am part bullshit. Okay,
You're part bullshit, but you're our bullshit.
About these lockers, is there no other way to open them?
No, sir. I tried all the methods myself in the past. I just admitted to trying to break and enter. In response to the registered fingerprints.
I wonder what kind of methods he tried.
Dynamite!
If the man opened the locker's lock, which only responds to fingerprints, then he must be the person the locker was assigned to. Okay, that one didn't sound as bad. Okay. How do you know that information?
Oh, I had rumors, sir, from the people that are in the know.
People in the know?
The workers in the department, sir, cafeteria, sir, they keep me informed. As well as well-fed. They also listen to my romantic problems, sir.
It seems like you have so many problems.
For the record, the opened locker indeed does belong to Officer Goodman. Detective Goodman, sorry. He was not demoted. I verified this information, though, from a more reliable source.
So the victim opened the locker with his own fingerprint. Gotta press here. However, the most important detail that's not shown in this video is the man's face.
Sir, if I may say something.
Please do, after all, you're being examined.
I don't understand why the man's face is so important to the case, sir. I mean, it was his hand that opened up the fingerprinty locky. And it was his hand that tried to thrust a knife into my body, sir.
Okay, that one.
My unsettled case can testify. Enough of this.
Yes,
Well, I did not read that correctly at all.
The footage doesn't lie.
Yes, it does. Unless the defense can find a problem with it. Amorous winking at Phoenix.
Yep.
Just like we promised, babe. You can do it.
Yep, there's indeed a problem. Regarding the video contained on this tape, there is one thing in particular that seems rather strange. Strange? This contradiction leads to the possibility that the man may not have been Detective Goodman. Naughty? Naughty the fuck?
Non-discuss. Interesting. Your Honor, I have a proposal. Joseph Phoenix, marry me.
Oh, okay, I guess I have to officiate a wedding now. Denied. You're both going to be forever alone.
Damn it!
Yes, Mr. Edgeworth.
I propose we have the defense do a tap dance. Point out the electrical direction in the video.
You must do a interpretive dance with tapping. Excellent work,
Yes.
Mr. Edgeworth. Yet, my one weakness, I don't know how to dance, nor do I know how to tap. He would want me to point it out. Very well, proposal accepted. Let us further inspect this piece of evidence. I'll now play the security tape. Mr. Wright, please show us this contradiction you speak of. Another problem in the video? That's the first time I ever heard that I had to do that.
It's some high-tech shit.
Yeah, apparently.
First, you can also, remember you can fast forward, unwind, rewind, pause, break the tape. Just don't break the tape.
What if I want to break the tape, Emma?
Well, then you're shit out of luck. Just take a good look at it. Just do it. Don't play the tape too many times, sir. I just can't stand watching my awesomeness.
How did this guy ever become a police officer?
Nepotism, sir.
Please enlighten us. Where is a contradiction that indicates that this might not be Detective Goodman?
Ba 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 ba. I honestly think this is the light, yeah.
Present.
Take that!
The thing that's strange about this video has got to be this. Officer Meekins.
Sir, do you mean me, sir?
As I understand it, the locker apparatus works like this. When you grab the handle, a sensor reads your fingerprint, and if it's a match, the light will turn on. The light will turn on, blows up, and hurts your ears in the process, and the luck is released.
And according to my very limited experience, sir, that is the way I understand it.
If so, then something is seriously wrong with this picture.
Well, it's a video, sir. It's not a picture.
Well, this is a picture right here. Fox!
Look at this photograph! Every time. Did I guess the response to that? I can't look at the chat at the moment.
No responses here. When the victim reaches for the handle to open the locker, look at this pause button, and now watch as I play this picture. Let's rewind a little earlier. And by play, I mean rewind the picture. It's gonna be
if we use the detectives, time reversal techniques, we can survive this murder.
Yep. Here, notice the light? Behold, my time power. Naughty, it's already alert. Precisely my point, Your Honor. The locker was already opened before the victim grabbed the handle.
The locker was already open, Drew.
Locker open. Order! What's the meaning of this? Very simple, Your Honor. Locker was unlocked on the day of the crime.
But the lockers are locked by are controlled by an electronic system. When a 𝓮𝓺𝓷𝓴𝓼 sensor is triggered, a consensus is triggered, and the lockers is automatically locked.
Oh, I know. It's broken down. Of course, I'm not an expert in this.
That's unlikely, Your Honor. The sensor will detect and report any such malfunctions.
No. Well, it just goes to show novices should keep their mouths shut. Well, so then, Mr. Wright, do you have an explanation? Me, Your Honor.
Bullshit,
What?
sir.
Like, I call bullshit. Yes, why wasn't the locker locked? Me, Your Honor. Yes, well, you see, this isn't exactly my field. What do you think, Miss Scientific Investigator?
Huh? Like maybe like something was jamming, like the system's reports and something like that. Like maybe some bodies.
Something jammed the sensor. Say,
Yeah.
there's something else that seems out of place in this video. It is moving photograph.
In this moving photograph.
Behold
Anytime
the
I do, I just
photograph.
anything. Yeah, like I thought so too. Like it looked oddly three-dimensional. Like there might be some other clues in the footage.
Look, I know it's very important that everyone knows that we're all 2D animated creatures. But sometimes, in order to help make sure we fantasize some things, we have to generate the 3D models. That's how it
Oh
works.
gosh. Salmonella comes on. You know, 2D girls doesn't do it for me anymore. I'm 3D all the way.
Get the fuck out of here, Salmonella. Very well. Let's inspect the video once more. Locker was locked. Mr. Wright, please point out the cause for this.
Please point out the fingies.
The Fingy McDingy.
The fingy joke is was a recurring joke from 𝓮𝓺𝓾𝓲𝓵 Strength and Investigation games, where fingerprints got transformed into fingies. And at some degree, bloodstains was reported into bloodies.
Oh god. Please watch closely. This is a continuation of the part I showed you earlier. If only I could fast forward it during this second part.
There was a fishing rod holding up the door.
This fishing rod happened to also get in the way of the sensor.
The fishing rod killed the murder.
The fishing rod's what made it disappear. What's this? Something white fell out of the locker.
But sir, it's my experience that things fall out of doors when they open, sir. I often fall out
Shut the hell up!
when I get ready.
We can't be sure the item was completely inside the locker to begin with, Beacons. What do you mean? The sensor triggers the lock when the door is shut. What if something was inserted, say, between the sensor and the door? The thingy-McDingies. Inserted?
Oh gosh. Objection, the door was made by Tesla. It would not detect anything that was in the way of its locking.
Gotta imagine if that was the case. If that actually occurred in this game.
You know, that's the case that occurs in our real world.
Oh god.
This, long story short, the Cybertruck's trunk with quote-unquote sensors to stop closing on something. Someone did a review test of the update, held a finger in the way, and got his finger stuck.
Ooh.
He managed to get it out, but it was like definitely hurting afterwards.
Essentially, he got the full experience of slamming his finger in a car door.
I slammed my finger in the car door. Anyways, onwards.
Yeah. This white thing wasn't inside the locker.
The car door. Daffy.
It was stuck between the door and the sensor.
Oh, I understand, sir. It looks like it's just Mai Tai. It's a Mai Tai, it's a drink. 2 out of 3 times I get stuck in a door, I'm gonna get out of the vehicle, sir.
God, I actually want to have some boba tea now because of this.
I want to, but I don't have the ingredients on the work site.
Yeah.
Instead of the door closing, Mai Tai chokes me to death.
Well, the actual attack reaction we then defended the door.
Not only that, it will also have to block electrical currents. It will also need to be an insulator. That's not how sensors work. Well, some sensors, but not all.
I mean, an electrical sensor, probably.
Well, you say that, but at that point, it's not a sensor; it's a circuit. If it needs to go, if it needs currents, it's not a sensor; it's a circuit.
There'd be something that would stop in the circuit.
Yeah, you would just need to block light to block your proximity sensor.
Yep. Yes, just like about the crime scene, there just might have been something that fits the description.
But sir, by insulator, do you mean?
I think I finally got this figured out. Very well. Will the friends please present the relevant evidence? What was the insulator that was stuck in the door?
And then it was revealed this whole case was just one big Yo Mama joke.
Yep. It was Yo Mama, Judge. No! Everyone died. The world collapsed into a complete black hole. I found this near the locker. A thin rubber glove. But we can't be sure that was in the victim's locker. It has a tag that says SL9 incident.
It was evidence.
Yep. The video seems to depict the victim opening the locker. But that isn't the case. The lit lamp attests to this. On the day of the crime, even I could have opened that locker. Is this not so, Officer Meekins? Could I not have been the perpetrator? Could I not have been the one who tried to stab you?
Okay, Phoenix, I find you guilty of murder.
Ah, shit. I did not press X. That was the actual game itself. Order! 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 Mr. Wright, how could you admit
to be quiet?
How could you admit to being Officer Goodman? Why aren't you dead?
We would have noticed Spiky here a while away.
So are we to believe then that the victim, whom this witness stabbed in the evidence room, was not Detective Goodman?
Do not be misled, Your Honor.
Oh, what do you mean now, Mr. Edgeworth?
The defense has merely demonstrated the possibility, and nothing more. The victim in the video was indeed Bruce Goodman. I am an idiot, apparently. The prosecution will offer one more testimony to prove this.
What?
I thought it was he's just setting him up. Officer Meekins, please testify about that. No. Sir? Me, sir?
Yes. Holds out $100. Wait, no. Holds out 100,000 yen bill. Yes. Testify about that.
Holds out Millennium Puzzle. Solve it.
Solve it. Become the next king of games. If you can't solve it, you die.
I'm not sure what you're referring to, sir. Wink. Oh, you mean that, sir? Well, oh yes, of course.
Hashtag rig case. Is this a joke?
Oh yes, it is rigged. That's only because he's playing to our side.
Yep. Very well. Begin your testimony. Mystery Man Part 2.
Barato. There's one little thing that proves a man was Detective Grimble, sir. To enter the evidence locker, you must use their ID card. When an ID card is used, there's a record of it. And at the time of the crime, the detective had used his card. Oh gosh, he's trying to get the thing to be usable evidence, I think.
Yep. ID card, I see.
ID card. Oh, I have the ID card records. I have the ID card record here, sir. Your Honor. Mom. Snickerdoodle? The ID was used at 5:14 is that of the victim.
What's funny is the Millennium Puzzle isn't actually hard to solve based solely on the pieces, but the pieces were all cursed and had Adam's soul in them. That is true, Lucian. But then again, imagine if they were to solve it in the most unorthodox way. Behold, the Millennium Giraffe.
No. Behold the Millennium Badger.
It's not even put together properly. It's just super glued. It's not even put together properly. It's just super glued.
You know, I think that would be the hardest part of the Millennium Puzzle, getting it to stay together.
Oh yeah, definitely. Yes, without a doubt, this is the victim's ID. However, one thing does strike me as unusual. Several hundred cases should have been due for transferal. There are so few people using this room.
This particular evidence room is only used for storing certain special cases.
Special cases?
Of alcohol, yes. Extremely violent cases involving police staff. We fucked, boyos. Just like hearing that, like, make my hand stand on end.
Me too, although it doesn't make much of a difference.
There was only a few cases up for transferal, and most were cleaned up by noon.
Right, I see. Now, let's move on to the cross-examination.
Watermelon.
I think there's only one thing I gotta present here.
Yeah. Just heads up, I have I'd say give or take half an hour.
Yep. Current detective had used his card. I'm confused.
It's not hard.
Sorry, my brain was just going a little too fast.
That's fine.
Yeah, here it is. Wait one moment, Officer Meekins.
Officer Meekman?
Officer Meekman, where's Meatwad?
I'm not good at waiting, sir.
I have the victim's ID card right here. I found out the crime scene. So yes, indeed, it was I. I'm Detective Bruce Goodman, the one who stabbed you.
It was me, dear. Pulls off mask. Edgeworth pulls off mask as JoJo.
That makes sense. When I say crime scene, I'm not referring to the evidence room at the police department. Yes. I mean the other crime scene. The underground parking lot of the prosecutor's office. Ellipses.
I was waiting for this.
I have one more piece of evidence to present. It's a very important clue regarding the victim's ID card. The lost item report. It's only half completed. But it shows that Detective Goodman had lost something on the day of the crime. Something important enough to fill out this report.
Let me guess. You believe this something to be his ID card, yes?
I can't say it for sure, but there's a high probability. On the day of the crime, Detective Goodman was not carrying his card.
Bum bum bum.
Order!
Baba.
So now what does this all mean? It can only mean one thing, and it doesn't even require much thought. The man Officer Meekins encountered in the evidence room was not Detective Goodman, but rather a man who stole his ID card and stole his entire identity and his
He was a farce.
Fit. He was Detective Fitman, for he took his fit.
He was Detective Fitman. He's my instructor at the local gym.
Order! Does the prosecution have a response?
I only have one thing to say to the defense. Kiss me. Bravo, Mr. Wright.
Sorry, Edgeworth, not in the courtroom. Bravo.
We already had the proposal. What are you saying?
We were denied the proposal, remember?
Well, screw the proposal. I'm doing it anyways. Allow me to summarize the defense's argument.
We're getting hitched now.
At 5:15 on the day of the crime, the man in the evidence room Officer Meekins encountered was not Detective Goodman.
Edgeworth's a fucking narc. Hey, at least he's a narc on our side, all right?
He's not a narc. He's simping for the truth.
Yeah, pretty much. He'll rat on the police. He'll rat on the fucking government officials. He's just in love with the truth.
Yes, he is. There are two grounds to support this. First, the locker in the evidence room was already unlocked. Secondly, the victim's lost ID card. Am I right so far, Mr. Wright?
Yes. What is he up to? I don't like the look of this.
I don't like the look of you. That being the case, we must inevitably arrive at a single conclusion. Something is rather fucky-wucky.
Indeed.
The victim in this video is a fake. And then the murder in this evidence room was also fake. In other words, the security camera does not show the instant of the murder.
Well, I guess that's right. Shit, that means they're going back to the original trial.
There's something wrong, Mr. Wright.
Oh, several fucking things.
Only moments ago, you seemed content at pointing your finger around.
What, you mean like what you're doing right now? This isn't going to end well.
Well, well. It seems you finally realized exactly what you've gone such lengths to prove.
Explain yourself, Mr. Edgeworth.
The defense has already done the explaining for me. The victim in this video is a fake, which means the murder did not take place. At the police department at 5:15 on that day of the crime. So the real crime could only take place in one location. The underground parking lot. At the prosecutor's office, the murderer being Ms. 𝓲𝓚, the defendant.
God damn it!
God damn it! The evidence is compelling. The trustworthy witness. Observing the moment defendant used the murder weapon. Trustworthy is stretching it.
I knew that testimony was way too shabby. It was all a trap from the beginning. The activity in the evidence room still leaves many questions unanswered.
I regret to tell you, Felix, it was all right from the start.
Yep. Who exactly was the victim of Officer Meekin's encounter? And where did this person disappear to? However, this trial's purpose is to examine only the murder of Detective Goodman.
Bow. Just so, Your Honor. Mr. Phoenix, we have to do something? Or, Lana is, proper fact. And, not that kind, though.
Oh, dude, how am I supposed to get myself out of this mess? Obviously, we save and use our completed utter bullshit time powers to object.
How do we get out of this? Well, obviously, chronomancy.
Obviously, chronomancy. We object here. One moment, Your Honor.
What now, Mr. Wright? Don't tell me you're objecting just to what you just proven.
No, of course not. I almost walked right into the prosecution's trap.
You already have. What are you talking about?
This cross-examination has proven one thing and one thing only. The security video did not show the actual murder. But it does show something else that's moderately compelling, I think. We gotta examine all forms of evidence, Edgeworth. Also, I find it hilarious just how quick he must have been able to open that locker and slam this shit in. However, it cannot be said it is unrelated to the murder of the parking lot. Specifically, a large amount of blood traces were found in the evidence room. The defense demands further examination of the truth of the matter. Mr. Edgeworth?
Yes, Your Honor.
In this court order to examine this further, other witnesses will be necessary. Is the prosecution prepared?
I'm sorry, Your Honor. The prosecution considered the incident at the police department to be unrelated. We have not prepared any other witnesses to this incident.
This just might be my chance. Time to call a certain Texas Ranger to the stand.
Mr. Phoenix, what are you thinking? You're scaring me.
Will you stop reading my mind, Emma? Your Honor, the defense would like to request a specific witness.
Oh?
Whom do you have in mind? So we have reason to believe knows the truth. The truth behind the activities that took place in the evidence room.
The prosecution requests to hear the name of this person before deciding whether or not to comply.
Very well, Mr. Wright. This person, whom would you have testify? What is his or her name? Ah, yes. The person I want to have testify is Damon Gant. We're going straight to the final boss.
No.
Grind it out.
Obviously, it's Mike Meekins.
No, don't you mean Mika Meekins? Mika Meekins!
Hatsune Miku.
We're gonna call the fucking dead corpse We're gonna call the dead corpse to fucking testify.
we need my FMA stat. I need to talk to Goodman.
I need Saul Goodman here. But I gotta get his cousin Bruce Goodman. Alright, let's get Jake Marshall in. Officer Jake Marshall.
Why him? Oh gods, why him?
Can't let us know everything just yet. He's in charge of the evidence. I feel we should hear what he has to say.
The prosecution agrees to the defense's request. Since he was responsible for guarding the room, we should hear his testimony. 𝓓𝓪𝓷𝓚. Fortunately, he works at the police department. He'll be here in 30 seconds. We should need to wait more than 20 minutes.
Alright, a 20-minute break. Let's go. Very well. The court will take a 30-minute recess. I know you said 20 minutes, but 30 minutes is a little easier. While the witness is subpoenaed. Will the prosecution please prepare the witness during this time?
We will, Your Honor. We will give him a 5-minute breakdown.
Court is now in recess. 𝓓𝓪𝓷𝓵. There's no stopping you, is there, Mr. Wright? What do you mean? You called for Jake Marshall. It seems you've figured out everything now. I haven't figured shit.
Like, Lana? Like, you are the one who, like, knows everything, so why?
Emma, don't blame me.
Like, you always know everything. Like, why don't you just tell us? Like, Mr. Phoenix is, like, doing his hardest to, like, protect you, but, like, you don't want to.
Well, I don't recall ever asking for his protection.
Like, bullshit. Don't you trust us? Like, don't you trust, like, me? Like, really? Like, you bitch.
No, I hate both of you, and I wish you all a very terrible day. The fact that we have my choker on me means that all we have to do is just get it onto the rack, and I'll be dead.
Bitch.
Bitch.
Oh, what's rubbing in the big pals?
He's like,
Gumshoe on the scene.
Gumshoe on the scene. He's carrying like a shit ton of fucking ramen packets. I just got a whole bunch of ramen.
I just hit the jackpot for having a sale.
You guys hear? 1 pillow for 10 cents. I can afford a whole month's worth.
1 pillow? 1 pillow of ramen, please.
Ellipses.
Beep, beep, beep. Oh, I guess I am. I'll come back later.
And then we all scream for him. Wait, Detective Gumshoe! Get the fuck back over here!
Oh, sorry, pal. You got a lot of layers, pal, making a detective run all around the place while on duty. On top of that, you're calling me here. I've seen happier people at funerals.
Sorry, Detective.
No, you better be, pal. Hey! I didn't see you there, Chief Prosecutor Sky.
That's okay. So, have you brought what I asked for? Have you brought my special...
You mean this, right?
I'm not pressing a damn thing.
Oh, I know. He's just excited.
He is. My apologies, Detective. Due to my present circumstances, I was forced to use Mr. Wright's name when making my request. My name...
I never in a million years would thought that... I would never in a million years would have thought that that it was you who asked me. Could you bother to bring me this 𝓮𝓼 incident files? That's basically what it said. I can read.
Yep.
I'll lead him by noon. Talk about crazy.
Edward's a good boy. He is, Desty. The Sleepy 9 incident. The Slinky 9.
I just realized. God damn it! I just realized I could have seen this chat the entire time by just looking over to the right. I was too busy looking at the game first.
Yeah.
I feel so bad now.
You legit just had to look up above my head.
Oh, I've been too busy looking at the action. They're like, Lana, like this is illegal.
Well, I thought Mr. Wright might need them, so I had them brought here. Here, you might do well to read them.
I can't believe it. The chief prosecutor were a witness in the case.
Miss Sky was a witness? A professional witness? For the 𝓮𝓼 killings.
I was a setup. Take it from me, you don't want anything to do with a serial killer, pal.
Oh, why? Were you a part of the 𝓮𝓼 killings?
Oh, I was one, sorry.
Oh, how'd you get better?
Well, obviously I stopped killing. What? Not our brought you your stuff, you're just gonna ignore me? Where's my $20?
But why? Why is your name in here?
I killed him? I killed him. Like, oh wait, my name's in there? Like, oh, I don't know why, unless, like, maybe, no. Yeah, no, it could not be. Yes, obviously not. Like, this SL9 incident, the Slimy 90, as 𝓮𝓼 likes to call it.
The Slimy 90? That's the classification number the police filed it under. 2 years ago, the rest of the world knew it as the 𝓮𝓼 killings, obviously. It was more popular then.
Oh no, please not him, not my ex. No, wait, that would be wrong, never mind, disregard that.
Ah, damn it, she ran away. No, you know
then she ran away.
Wada. That's you. I almost read your life.
Oh, you know what, I just remembered, I've got to be somewhere.
Who's saying alright? How dare you?
𝓮𝓼 does. Sorry, pal, I'm out of here.
Imagine 𝓮𝓼 as a fucking VTuber. How good do you think he'd be?
Honestly, I think he'd have the most followers. He wouldn't be good at it. He wouldn't be good at it, but he would be top tier on the sympathy scale.
I think he'd at least be placed in top 10 for the just chatting category. He wouldn't be able to beat Iron Mouse, but he'd be just under her.
I don't think he would be just chatting. I think he might be in arts and crafts.
Oh, arts and craft, just chatting. He could do both. You know him. He's got a bit of a chattermouth. Why don't you get him going?
Actually, apart from drawing on a digital pad, like how in the world would a VTuber do arts and crafts? Well, I suppose. Oh gosh, a full like chroma key outfit with a green background.
Actually, that when you say that, so have you checked out a VTuber by the name of Onigiri?
I'm not big into the VTuber scene, but I have seen clips of a VTuber that does stuff with like a chroma key suit.
Yeah.
I forget her name, but there was one who had her mind blown about if you go 1 kilometer south, 1 kilometer west, 1 kilometer north, you'll end up at the same point. And the chat said, use a bowl, and her mind was blown. She was so excited to know that the Earth was round.
Yeah, pretty much. So there's a VTuber by the name of Onigiri who primarily does a lot of cooking stuff. She cooks in her kitchen with a chroma key outfit, and has her VTuber avatar there while she's running about actually cooking. The only real piece of body that people can see are just the gloved hands because they're cooking. And Astra pointed out that was indeed Onigiri. Onigiri is also a dumbass, an adorable dumbass.
I mean, like I said, that's my guess would have been that it was her that I saw, because she's the only one that I've seen like that combines specifically VTuber stuff with like a chroma key glove or something like that.
Yeah. So you're saying you think that the poor detective would be able to pull that off?
Well, yes. Like he's so lovable.
What do you think his main content would be? Like, you know, we already said like arts and crafts and like just chatting, but what would the actual content be? What would he be drawing mostly about?
Full blown unwholesomeness, but he would not know it.
Full blown unwholesomeness. Oh, he'd be getting corrupted by chat.
No. That's the wonderful thing about Gumshoe. He's too pure to be corrupted.
True, but I mean, what I mean by corrupted by chat is what he's putting out on the sea by accident.
Half of the chat would try to corrupt him, the other half would laugh at their feeble attempts.
Yep. But for me personally, I think that some of his stuff would be more related to true crime. Because he is a detective. And then he gets distracted during then he would get distracted during the said true crime incident and then start playing with Missile. Good Missile. He was such a good boy. Anyways, back to the game.
He is such a good boy. He hasn't died. You say that, but I think I honestly think that getting to the next court segment might be a good stopping point. Looking at the time, might be a bit shorter than usual, but still.
Yeah, it is kind of getting there for you specifically. Jake Marshall, Angel Star, Damon Gam, How's Hedgeworth. Not to mention Lana and Emma. I wonder if a lot of this case connected to those killings 2 years ago. This can't just be a coincidence.
I got a very strange feeling. Oh well, I won't say anything.
Yeah.
Because you might unknowingly confirm or deny what I'm thinking.
Well, I mean, it's been a while since I have beaten this, so I don't remember the full ending. But knowing you just might be able to figure it out. Time to get back to the trial. Best of luck, Mr. Wright. I better take a good look at this file. Speaking of that, and for today.
Yay! Oh wait, yeah, we actually did hit a continue point. I thought it was just going to go straight back in. Nice.
No, it's trial from a trial ladder that we have to keep going through. It's the boss fight rush.
Yeah, but just part of me didn't necessarily it was 50-50 whether it was going to be or not. Oh, yawn. But yeah, I suppose
you know me, Whaleduck. Me and my fighting game 50-50s. I'm going to throw it all out there.
We do have 7 minutes of banter if we want to do that, though, before I have to leave, unless you just want to move on to the next topic.
No, we got 7 minutes of banter. What's up?
So
how's work treating you?
Oh, work's been fine, with the exception of a few baddies, specifically 2 ones. So usually, I mean, still working on the boat, as mentioned a week ago, and as problem with the boat is that it's all steel. It's all steel. So walking around the boat can be a toll. It can be a toll on my feet. One of the things that I did a few days ago, when I got a new pair of shoes to help out, making it so that the feet doesn't hurt as much. But a problem that has appeared, specifically 2 problems, is that at this very moment I have 2 blisters specifically on my pinky toes.
Ooh.
Yes.
Ah, God.
Yes.
I am so sorry, man.
I'm very happy that the rest of my foot doesn't necessarily hurt in the moment. But yeah, blisters suck, especially at the feet. So I need to go to the nurse. I need to go to the nurse today and ask if she could possibly drain them.
Yeah.
I could attempt to do it myself, but then there's the risk of infection.
Yeah. If you ever get a blister, always make sure to try your best to drain it, but always drain it with clean supplies. Well, blood blisters specifically.
When it comes to blisters, in my personal opinion, you should not pop them unless you know exactly what you are doing. Because the moment you expose that inner side to air, is when the risk of infection starts. If you can leave it alone, you should leave it the hell alone, unless it's something that is malignant. Basically just wait until it falls off by itself. The problem is when it's somewhere like on the underside of your feet.
That's usually
because
the worst.
if it pops by itself, that could like if it pops by itself before it's mature, that could be worse than if you pop it by your. Yeah. Well,
That's
it
a
could
hospital
be.
trip waiting for happen.
If you get lucky, it's not. But if you do, yeah.
Oh well.
But yeah, other than that, work has been good. Like I've been shifted like half an hour back, meaning that instead of going 7 to half 8, I got 7 half 7 to 7.
Nice.
Yes.
Hey, that just means you get to have more time to relax, even though if it is just a half hour.
technically not. If we're going to talk practically about it, technically what it means is that I get to have half an hour less of sleep.
Oh.
Because that is strictly because of how I do things, because my body wants to go to bed at 10 when I'm working here. So if I start working half an hour earlier, I need to wake up earlier. And then I need to like when I get back, I feel like basically in my mind I get half an hour more to stay awake before going to bed. But then there's the thing that I'm doing here where I'm going to bed at 10 and waking up at 3, having a nice, neat 5 hours, which is miraculously keeping me not drowsy. I'm awake for the 12 hours of work on 5 hours.
That just means you have a good REM cycle.
I'll just count myself as lucky.
Call it luck, call it skill, whatever it is. It's helping you fucking get through the day.
I will say one thing though. I have found out that my perfect alarm is Pokemon Sleep.
Really? Why is that?
Yeah, I don't know why. Pokemon Sleep is honestly it has been the most reliable alarm I've had in a while.
I might need to change out my alarm for something because I'm starting to become numb to my current alarm.
Well, the thing about Pokemon Sleep is that yes, sure, it's a game, but it's a game with a sleep alarm, and if you sleep with it on the side of the mattress as it's supposed to, well, yeah, it's a game, yes, but it's a game that reads your sleep patterns. It gives you a rough sketch of like how deep your sleep was and like across the time. But it also has the option to like, okay, I want to wake up at this hour, but you can wake me up at up to like 45 minutes beforehand if the app detects that you're like in the light area of sleep. So it wakes you up without you getting groggy.
I might have to download the app now. Thank you, Whaleduck.
Yeah.
All right. It is
if you don't if you don't play it for like the points aspect of it, like feeding the Snorlax and like tending to the Pokemons, if you just try to use it as like a sleep app, just to track your sleep, if you want to do that, or like to wake up, like I find it very decent at least waking me up, getting up and actually like getting up and like actually starting the process of getting awake is one thing, but at the very least, this has always started that process 100% of the time, from what I recall.
All right.
At least for me. But let's end it.
Yeah, let's end it. Again, thank you for joining me today, Whaleduck. And thank you all for coming by. It's been a lovely time with all of you.
I'll see y'all in a week.
Well, hopefully we'll have actually maybe not a week. I think. Wait, no, Wednesday. Yeah, no, we'll see you in a week. We'll see you in a week. If my throat's feeling okay.
Unless you find another slot that is this early time for me.
True. I think I know who we're going to raid into, so we're going to raid out, and we're going to go and visit a lovely goblin.
Surprisingly enough, we're going to raid Dick Gumshoe.
We somehow we managed to actually find Detective Dick Gumshoe. We're gonna raid him.
If I'm Dick Gumshoe's VTuber channel.
Oh my! I'm actually gonna have to.
Actually, you know what? Oh gosh, I think I just cracked the code.
I wish you all a nice, wonderful day. Bye bye.
His VTuber model will be Missile.